In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently under the warm sun, a chilling scene unfolds. A leopard, one of nature's most magnificent predators, prowls through the underbrush. But this is no ordinary hunt. This particular feline bears the scars of an unimaginable encounter. A horrific wound festers on its side, a gruesome testament to a battle, not with its usual prey, but with an army of tiny, buzzing invaders. The sight is both captivating and repulsive, drawing the viewer in with a morbid curiosity. What could possibly bring such a regal creature to its knees, leaving it vulnerable and in pain? The answer lies in the sinister world of bees, those seemingly harmless pollinators that can turn deadly when provoked. As we delve deeper into the story, we find that the leopard, once a symbol of strength and grace, is now a victim of a catastrophic bee infestation. The wound, a gaping hole surrounded by angry, swollen flesh, is a direct result of a hive that had taken residence in the crevice of a nearby tree. The bees, in their relentless defense of their home, unleashed a swarm that overwhelmed the unsuspecting leopard. In a frenzy of stings, the creature was left with hundreds of venomous barbs embedded in its skin, a brutal reminder of the power of nature's smallest warriors. The sight is enough to make even the most hardened observer recoil in disgust. The wound oozes a mixture of blood and venom, a grotesque display of nature's harsh realities. Bee infestations are a phenomenon that often goes unnoticed in the animal kingdom, but they can have dire consequences for unsuspecting creatures. In this case, the leopard's misstep into the bees' territory triggered a catastrophic response. The bees, driven by instinct to protect their colony, launched a coordinated attack, their tiny bodies working together in a frenzy of stinging and buzzing. Each sting injects venom that causes pain and swelling, but in large numbers, they can lead to shock and even death. For the leopard, this encounter was not just a painful irritation. It was a life-threatening ordeal that could spell the end for one of nature's apex predators. The aftermath of the attack reveals a haunting truth about the interconnectedness of life. The leopard, once a dominant force in its ecosystem, now lies weakened, its survival hanging by a thread. The bees, in their quest to defend their hive, have unwittingly altered the balance of power within their environment. This dark twist of fate serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of the wild. It raises questions about the role of each creature in the grand tapestry of existence. Are the bees simply defending their home, or are they unwittingly contributing to the downfall of a powerful predator? The answer is not so simple, as nature often operates in shades of gray. As we reflect on this unsettling encounter, we must also consider the role of humans in this intricate web of life. Our actions have far-reaching consequences that can disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems. Habitat destruction, climate change, and pollution all contribute to the stress on wildlife, pushing animals like our beleaguered leopard into precarious situations. In our quest for progress, we often forget that we share this planet with a myriad of species, each with its own role to play. The leopard's suffering at the hands of the bees serves as a dark mirror reflecting our own impact on the natural world. In the end, one cannot help but chuckle at the irony of the situation. Here lies a creature that has struck fear into the hearts of many, now brought low by a swarm of insects no larger than a fingernail. It's a reminder that even the mightiest can fall, and sometimes it's the smallest beings that hold the greatest power. So, as we ponder the fate of our leopard friend, let us not forget the lessons of humility that nature imparts. We are all part of this intricate web, and the actions we take can create ripples that affect us all. In the grand scheme of life, perhaps it's time we learn to coexist with our buzzing neighbors, lest we find ourselves stung by the consequences of our ignorance. In the heart of the African savanna, a majestic lion lies in the tall grass, but something is terribly wrong. This is not just any lion. This is a creature that once roamed with pride, now marred by a horrific barnacle wound that tells a tale of nature's darker side. Imagine a once mighty king, now reduced to a mere shadow of his former self, his glorious mane dulled, and his powerful frame weakened. The wound, a grotesque colony of barnacles, clings to his side like an unwanted parasite, an unholy union of predator and prey turned parasite and host. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with a shocking sight. The barnacles, crusty and white, are embedded deep into the lion's flesh, their sharp edges cutting into the sinewy skin. A stark contrast against the golden fur. Barnacle infestation is not a common affliction for these regal beasts, typically reserved for marine life. However, in this instance, it serves as a grim reminder of nature's indifference. Barnacles are crustaceans that attach themselves to surfaces, often seen on rocks or ships, but in this case, they found a rather unfortunate host. They thrive in moist environments, and as the lion has suffered injuries that have exposed his skin, these opportunistic creatures have taken hold, feeding on the nutrients from his body. The lion, unable to groom himself properly due to the pain, becomes a living buffet for these relentless invaders. The barnacles, with their hard shells and insatiable appetite, create an environment ripe for infection, further endangering. In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a striking white horse stands, but upon closer inspection, a horrifying sight emerges. Its once majestic flank is marred by a grotesque barnacle wound, a gruesome testament to nature's darker side. The barnacle, a creature often associated with the ocean's depths, has found an unlikely host in this noble steed, turning its skin into a grotesque canvas of infestation. This shocking image serves as a stark reminder of the intricate and often brutal relationships that exist within our ecosystem, where even the most serene of creatures can fall victim to nature's relentless grasp. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the chilling reality of barnacle infestation. Barnacles, those small, hard-shelled crustaceans, are typically found clinging in the shadowy realms of the Arctic tundra, where the biting winds whisper secrets of survival. A haunting figure emerges, a white fox, its once pristine coat marred by a grotesque affliction. This is not just any ordinary wound, it is a barnacle infestation, a chilling testament to nature's darker side. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with a sight both fascinating and repulsive. The barnacles cling to the fox skin like grotesque barnacle-encrusted armor, their hard, calcified shells contrasting sharply against the softness of its fur. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress of life, thrives on the unfortunate creature, feeding off its very essence. How did it come to this? Barnacles, primarily marine crustaceans, are notorious for their ability to latch onto any surface they deem suitable, be it rocks, ships, or, in this case, an unsuspecting fox. The infestation begins innocuously enough. A few barnacles find their way onto the fox's body, perhaps after a swim in contaminated waters or through contact with infested surfaces. Once attached, they burrow into the skin, creating a grotesque tableau of nature's relentless drive to survive. As they multiply, the fox suffers, its skin becoming a battleground of infection and irritation. The barnacles secrete enzymes that break down the tissue beneath them, resulting in painful sores and a constant struggle against the relentless tide of these invasive creatures. The white fox, once a symbol of beauty and resilience, now embodies the harsh realities of life in the wild. Its plight serves as a grim reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings, a delicate web that can easily become a trap. As we observe this tragic scenario, one cannot help but ponder the moral implications of our own existence. Humans, with our penchant for pollution and habitat destruction, have set the stage for such infestations. Our actions ripple through the ecosystem, affecting creatures far removed from our daily lives. In a darkly humorous twist, one might reflect on the irony while we humans fret over the occasional pimple or blemish. This fox bears the burden of a barnacle buffet, a reminder that beauty can be